Hey guys, this is going to be a quick little work in progress video for this Master Grade 3.0 Gundam that I'm working on for a commission. I'm almost done with the Mega Size Zaku 2. I'm just waiting on decals, actually literally 2 decals I need for that. So just waiting on the decals, and then I need to weather that up. That's almost done, but in the meantime, while I'm waiting for those decals, I thought I would get started working on this. So basically what the commission is to just take the 3.0 Gundam and just paint it up and turn it into the Prototype Gundam. Now originally basically we were just planning on just repainting it and that's all, but I did decide to go ahead and make the modifications to that to make it into the Prototype Gundam. The Prototype Gundam does have a couple of small differences. I'm not making it perfectly exactly the same, but I kind of did this actually yesterday. I should have shown this to you on camera, so I apologize. I wasn't really thinking about it at the time. I just wanted to just do it and get it done. So one of the things is the front ankle armor. Instead of just being flat, it does have like these kind of gaps in it. Now it actually is supposed to have 3 on the front and then 2 on each side, but I think I've decided I don't want to do the 2 on the side. I think that just the ones on the front I think will be enough. It doesn't, like I said, it's not going to be like perfectly exactly the Prototype Gundam, but it's still going to look the part with that. When it goes around too much on the side, I personally just don't really like the look of that, but I think just the ones on the front do look pretty cool, just like that. So that's it, and all I did with that is I just drew out the lines just with a mechanical pencil on there. I measured it out and drew those on there, yeah, and then just drilled just like 1, 2, 3, 4 drill holes, and then just use a hobby knife, just clean up that shape. That was pretty much it. The other thing that I needed to modify was the rifle. Now the rifle of the Prototype Gundam doesn't have the scope camera on the top and doesn't have the front handle. It's just like instead of that, it just has like a box shape. Actually the barrel is different as well, but I'm just keeping the barrel just as it is. But as you can see, I removed the handle and the scope, and I just replaced all that part just with some plot plate. Just created that box shape for that. Also added this piece onto the back. When you see different versions of the Prototype Gundam, the part sticking out the back kind of differs, whether you're looking at like original artwork or like the Master Grade Premium Bandai kit looked a little bit different. So I think it's kind of open to interpretation. So I just used this piece as just kind of a random piece that looked kind of similar to that. So just kind of shaped that up a bit, glued that on the back of there, and now we have pretty close to exactly what the beam rifle of the Prototype Gundam is supposed to look like. So again, these modifications aren't exactly how they're supposed to look, but they're closer than what they were. I think it'll be very easily recognizable as the Prototype Gundam, aside from just the colors, obviously. So that's that. I think that ended up looking pretty good. This still needs to be cleaned up a bit. The basic shape is there, just with the plot plate. Basically what I did is create these L-shaped parts for the side first. Just created 2 of those, glued those on, and glued 1 part there in the top, and then glued a couple pieces of 2mm thick plot plate there in the center, so it's actually 4mm between there through there. And just to create that basic shape, that's pretty much it. Just plot plate and cement, and that's it. So what I'm going to try now is something of a little bit of a new technique that I've never tried before, so let's go over to the spray booth. Alright, so this is something I've never tried before, but I've been thinking that it would probably be an alright idea. I'm sure some people probably do this already. So I've got my primer ready here. I'm going to use that Mr. Surfacer 1000. There we go. Yeah, this is what I usually use, either this or 1200. And rather than taking every single part apart first, what I want to do is I'm just going to give it just a light coat of primer. I've just separated it into sections like that, so you can see I've got like a whole arm here. I guess you can't see that anyway. There we go. So I got like the whole arm here. And another thing that I'm doing is this is the builder's parts 1/100 scale hand. I think I like those better. These are the stock hands, the just articulated manipulators. I think I like these better, so I'm going to just take a picture of these here and send them to the dude there, ask him which one he prefers. I just kind of like these, are more detailed and look quite nice. They also have just different fixed pose hands. You can swap those. So anyway, they're roughly about the same size actually. So I'm just gonna give a light coat of primer just over like the whole thing. That way, when I take this kit apart, because this kit has so many different parts and so many different angles of them. One thing that I said before about like one of the good reasons for putting a kit together and then disassembling it before painting is that you get an idea of like which angles are going to show and which sides of parts are going to need paint, which are not, so you can know like to make sure you get good coverage. But with this kit, because it has so many like small parts that have like such small clearance between each other, I really want to just make sure that I'm really only putting paint where I really need it and not putting paint where I don't really need it and it's just gonna like get in the way of moving parts inside the kit. So I figured I'll test out this. Like I said, I'm sure some people probably already do this, so just gonna give it a light coat of primer. Then when I take it all apart, I know exactly which surfaces will show and which won't. So like I'll spray this and then we'll give that a few minutes to dry, bend that, spray over that some more, and then I can make sure I'm just getting everything that's going to possibly show coated in primer. So yeah, so I'll have a good idea and I can just kind of try to make my life painting the kit a little bit easier. Alright, so there we go. He's all primed up with his first coat of primer. And yeah, still have some cleanup to do, and this coat of primer is not completely comprehensive. What I need to do now is just to take everything apart and do a little bit more sanding and separate all the parts and things like that, and then I can go in and do another coat of primer, get that all nice and solid, and then I can start painting. So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. I did also prime up the little core fighter here, also going to be painting that separately. So that's it for this video, guys, for this work in progress. If you guys have questions, comments, leave those down below. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching. See you next time.